Imagine you're standing at the base of a towering mountain. The wind cuts through your coat, the peak is lost in the clouds, and your inner monologue is screaming something like, "Why are we doing this again?" Now imagine that mountain isn't just made of rock and ice, it's made of fear, doubt, trauma, depression. Welcome to Celeste. On the surface, Celeste is a pixel-perfect indie platformer about climbing a very tall, very cold mountain. But underneath that charming retro aesthetic lies one of the most poignant, emotionally resonant stories about self-discovery in modern gaming. It's about climbing not to conquer the mountain, but to come to terms with yourself. And yeah, you'll probably fall off a few hundred times along the way, but that's kind of the point. You play as Madeline, a young woman who decides rather abruptly to climb Celeste Mountain. It's never fully explained why she's doing it, and that's intentional. Like many of us who pursue difficult things, she doesn't have a clear reason beyond needing to. And if that already sounds relatable, buckle up. Madeline's journey quickly goes from physical to metaphorical. Early on, you encounter what players affectionately refer to as Badeline, a shadowy, antagonistic version of Madeline herself. She's sarcastic, negative, and says the quiet parts of Madeline's inner dialogue out loud. She's not just the voice in Madeline's head, though. She is Madeline. She's the anxiety, the self-doubt, the depression. And no matter how far you climb, she's right there with you. Kind of like that one friend who insists they're just being honest while actively wrecking your self-esteem. We all have a Badeline, but Celeste doesn't treat her as a villain to be vanquished. Instead, it asks, what if we try to understand her? Let's talk about the gameplay. And yes, we're diving into the difficulty thing. Celeste is hard. Like rage quit then come crawling back hard. It demands precision and patience and persistence. But unlike other tough-as-nails platformers, Celeste isn't interested in punishing you. It's instead teaching you. Every death is a lesson. Every section you finally clear gives you this overwhelming sense of, I did it. I'm capable. And the game knows it's hard. Characters talk about giving up, about feeling like the task is too much, and yet the solution is always the same. Keep trying. You're allowed to struggle. You're allowed to fail. What matters is that you get back up. Honestly, it's the most supportive game repeatedly to tell you you've died 837 times. The difficulty is the metaphor. Climbing the mountain, like dealing with anxiety or depression, isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning to sit with it and breathe and keep moving. As the game progresses, Madeline's inner turmoil becomes more pronounced. She has panic attacks. She isolates herself. She lashes out at people who are trying to help. In one particularly moving scene, she opens up to Theo, a friendly photographer she meets on the mountain, about her anxiety. She admits she doesn't like how it controls her, and Theo doesn't try to fix her. He listens. He validates her, and he even teaches her a breathing technique, one that the game then uses to guide the player through at the moment. It's a reminder that healing isn't linear, that vulnerability isn't weakness, and that sometimes self-discovery means admitting, I don't have all the answers, but I'm trying. Eventually, Madeline stops running from Badeline and starts listening, not fighting, not rejecting, listening. And this is the heart of Celeste. It doesn't advocate for destroying your bad side. It encourages integration. Madeline realizes she needs Badeline, not as an enemy, but as a part of herself. A scared, protective, deeply human part of herself that just wants to be safe. When the two finally join forces, the game doesn't suddenly get easier, but Madeline gains new abilities, mechanically and metaphorically. She double dashes now, sure, but more importantly, she's no longer climbing out of shame or stubbornness. She's climbing because she wants to, because she knows she can. That moment is quiet. No fireworks, just Madeline, whole at last, standing with herself, and then continuing to climb. Because that's what growth looks like. Not a neat resolution, but the strength to keep going. So what is Celeste trying to say? At its core, it's this. You are not broken because you struggle. You are not a failure because you doubt yourself. The parts of you that feel unworthy, they're still a part of you, and you deserve compassion, especially from yourself. It's no coincidence that the game offers a mode called Assist Mode, allowing you to modify difficulty, skip levels, or even turn off death, and the game doesn't shame you for it. It says this is your journey. Imagine if real life had an assist mode. Just dial down social anxiety and float through your next party like a celestial being. But Celeste reminds us that difficulty isn't a flaw, it's part of the story. Your story. And self-discovery, it's not about becoming someone else. It's about realizing you've been enough all along. Celeste is more than a platformer. It's a mediation. It's a mirror. It's a love letter to everyone who's ever felt like they weren't strong enough. And the mountain, it's not there to defeat you. It's there to show you who you really are. So keep climbing. Even if you fall, even if you're scared, even if your inner voice says you can't, you are not alone. And you've got this. Thank you so much for watching. I truly hope you enjoyed it. I would love it if you could leave a like, subscribe, comment, or whatever feels right for you. Stay cool, stay true, and I'll see you later.